Sai here, Wisdom of the Way, sharing with you today from pilgrimage in India, somewhere around 3,500 meters in altitude, high Himalayas, and I'm sitting at the front of a 8th century temple. Quite the place. It's been quite the day, quite extraordinary actually, and well, facing the high Himalayas. I might even see if I can camera. It's not the clearest day, but these peaks out in front are some of the biggest peaks of the Himalayas in India. And some of these sacred as well. So I'm blessed to be here, and it's been, well, quite a moving experience. But today, what I would love to share with you about, I mean, firstly, I guess arriving up here, there's something so celestial. Yeah, I Wow, it really feels like lands and spaces of the of the gods. And I think the other thing that feels very powerful is that whenever we arrive to somewhere that has been a place of devotion and intention and prayer, regardless of the belief and whatever our belief is, it's such a beautiful energy to tap into, and I can really feel that, and not only just imagine thousands of people making quite epic treks up here, because in front of me there's some snow, and some people are here for most of the year. There's a Baba, a religious man who's living here, looking after the temple, and yeah, there's something very special about being able to tune into sacred places wherever they're revered, whether they're here in Spain, on the Camino, around the world, whether they're nature that's just majestic old trees that have been cared for. Yeah. But what I'd love to share with you around today is the power of and the importance of having people around us that encourage us, give us permission to say yes, positive energies, so we can call them. And not just positive energies, but optimistic. So a little anecdote, little story of this pilgrimage, and firstly, it's strange to. I'm looking down in the valley at the moment, and I mean, you can see a little bit of sunshine here, but it's maybe not too much more than 0 degrees. Maybe it's 5 degrees. Down in the valley, literally 24 hours ago, it was probably 30 degrees. So it's a bit surreal. But I felt the call to come up to this direction, and I arrived to a place called Kalpeshwar, a sacred temple, which is 2,000 meters lower from here. And I stayed there. As I was staying there the evening, I met a man, and he invited me on a trek up into this temple. And I was asking, how long's it going to take? And the classic question of a pilgrim. But to have some idea, because I have to travel to a particular point today, and so I was curious to know if I could make it up and down. Anyway, he said, "Look, we'll leave at 5 in the morning, and we'll arrive there at 11. Yeah, it's 2 kilometers up, 12, 15 kilometers walking." And then another guy there was saying, no, it's 12 hours. You won't do it. It's impossible. And so we had some banter. We were talking about this, and I was trying to suss it out and trying to get some idea. And I had a good feeling with this man that was the guide, yeah, who was inspired to take the walk and optimistic and positive, and it's not about, well. So firstly, we left just such a majestic morning, celestial clouds as the rain cleared, some sun was coming through, so it was auspicious and it was feeling right. And we left and we've been walking a lot. It's up 2 kilometers up, through the snow, through rhododendrons, which you maybe can see here. Yeah, rhododendrons, beautiful. Above the villages, above, yeah, until there's even some parts where the trees stop growing, and through the snow. So it was quite epic. We arrived here exactly on at 11 o'clock. He had no clock, no watch. I just happened to turn the phone on to record a sharing, and it was 11:00. Phenomenal. Now it's not about who was right. What I wanted to share, what was really interesting, and the dilemma for me yesterday was like last night, thinking, okay, who do I listen to? So, and they both could be right. One could be right that it's, you know, going to be 6 hours up and a couple of hours down. We'll see. The other one could have been right that it's, it'll be a 12-hour walk. But the power of having people that encourage us and support us and inspire us and give us permission to choose something that we want to do. Essentially, I wanted to do this when I felt the call here. It just felt right. So there was something inside of me that was just looking for that permission to do it. I was looking for any possible reason. Okay, how can I do it? And that's one of the big reasons why I chose to and came with this guy. So, I think that's like life. When we have people around us that support us, that are optimistic, that are positive, they give us permission to not only try something, but also they give us permission to step in to something, an experience that maybe is waiting for us, that maybe that we really want to do, and that we will explore new things. Again, neither of them was right. They don't know how I'm going to walk, whether I can do it, all of those sorts of things. And I think that's the interesting part where it comes into, it's not just listening to what other people say, it's also knowing ourselves and trusting ourselves and feeling into the moment what feels right and correct, and trying to ask some intelligent questions. And so backing ourselves, really important, taking the information that we know, but receiving the positivity and the optimistic message. It's just such a great gift for life. It really gives us such a possibility in life to be able to move into new experiences. And as we do have new experiences and more of those experiences, we gain more trust, more confidence, more the ability to explore newness, to be able to, even if we have some doubt or fear, be with that and still enter what maybe we're fearing or we're doubting. And definitely, I think, okay, there's a part, okay, having walked a lot, thousands of kilometers, many pilgrimages, there's a level of like, okay, I have an idea of my body. I don't know exactly what it's going to be able to do. It's had a bit of a break from long walks recently. So, but yeah, there's something very powerful to be said for the right attitude and the right mental state. So when starting this walk, that was something that was very clear for me to be able to go, this is a gift. Let's see, we can do it. If we don't arrive, we don't arrive. We can turn around at some time. But let's say yes to the moment, and let's receive that optimistic, positive support that is being offered today in this journey. So, from this magical place, with the sustaining energy of Narayana, who's the Lord of worship here, the God of worship here. Sustaining energy feels great. may we be able to tune into our own sustaining energy and the sustaining energy of nature, and many blessings along the way.